Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial, and for today's look I'm going to be showing you how to do this cut crease eyeshadow look, I guess you want to call it. I've been really into the cut crease look recently just because I think it's a really cool look. So I decided to do this today with a cobalt blue on the lid, which is some gray and black kind of gunmetal colors blended up into the crease, the cut crease part, and then just some big false lashes. So yeah, it's pretty easy. Pretty easy to follow along, I hope, at least. But yeah, and please excuse my hair and my all-togetherness. I'm going to the gym just after I wash off my makeup. Yeah, so that's why my hair is like, not that I normally do that much to it, but anyway, if you're interested in learning how to get this look, just keep watching. So first we're going to start off by applying a primer to our eyes, and I'm going to use Too Faced Shadow and Shines. I'm going to get a little bit on my ring finger and blend it all over my lid. And then underneath the lash line. The next you want to use a color base, and today I'm going to be using NYX's Jumbo Eye Pencil in Lavender. And even though this is obviously not the same color as what I'm going to be putting on my lid, this still works as a really great base because it has this kind of a sticky consistency to it, so it really helps the eyeshadow stick to it. And because it has a little bit of color in it, instead of using a white, I wanted to use this because I thought it would bring out the color a little bit more. So instead of applying it directly to my lid, I'm just going to put it on my ring finger and then just apply that to my lid. So I'm going to go all the way up to the crease and then a little bit higher than the crease too. Then next, to cut the crease, I'm going to be using Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Pencil in 0. And the reason I'm using this particular pencil is because the Urban Decay 24 pencils are really creamy, so that you don't have to tug on your eye too much to get them to apply. So that's why I'm going to use this. So I'm just going to outline where I want to cut the crease. And I'm going a little bit above the crease too. As you can see, my natural crease is just a little bit lower. So I'm just going to draw this out. And I'm also just going to kind of pull up the color a little bit too. Just like that. It doesn't have to be neat at all. And I'm just going to blend it out a little bit with my finger just to soften it up. Not to soften up the line, but just to kind of blend out the top. The next I'm going to be applying my lid color, and the color I'm going to be using is this really gorgeous color from MAC. It's this one right here, and it's called Cobalt. I've never actually used this before. I don't know why. It's one of my, when you look at the palette, it's one of my favorite colors that are in the palette. I just never used it for some reason, so I decided to use it for this look. And then I'm just going to go ahead and apply it with my Urban Decay shadow brush. Looks like this. I'm just going to go ahead and pat that onto my lid and just cover the entire lid, making sure I don't go any farther than that line we drew with the liner. Next I'm going to be using this loose eyeshadow pigment from Krylon. I've had it for a few years, back when I first started watching YouTube beauty videos. So I'm not sure if this is still going to be available, but it's called their Satin Powder Sparkling Eye Dust in the number 18. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply that with a short bristle brush like this. I'm going to go ahead and take that and then just push it to where I had that liner, just to darken it up. Then once I have that done, I'm just going to pull up the shadow to blend it up. And you want it to be thinner towards the inner part of your eye. So I'm just going to keep pulling this up so I get a pretty good amount of black on there. The next I'm going to be going into another loose eyeshadow, and this is by Micabella, and this is in the color Zen. And it's basically just a kind of gunmetal color with a lot of shimmer in it. If you have the Naked palette, the gunmetal color in that palette would work great. It's pretty much kind of the same color, actually. This is just a loose pigment, and I decided I wanted to use a loose pigment for this look. And I'm going to go ahead and apply it with my Smashbox Travel Definer brush. So just kind of a pointed brush like this. As long as it's kind of a small brush, you should be fine. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of that on my brush and then just apply it to the top of where the black is to kind of soften it, and then you can blend it up too. Next for my highlight, I'm just going to take Shroom from MAC and just a fluffy eyeshadow brush. I'm going to add that below my brow. The next I'm going to take Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Less, which is just their purple. I'm going to go ahead and align that in my waterline. Then I'm just going to take the same brush that I had used to apply the Cobalt color onto my lid. I'm going to pick up a little bit of that on my brush and then add it to my waterline just to set that Urban Decay pencil. And I'm also going to take a little bit of that color and add it into the inner corner. The next I'm going to take my 24/7 liner in Zero again, which is the one I used to cut the crease, and I'm just going to add that along the lower lash line and then blend it out with my finger. And then I'm going to go back in with that Krylon color, the sparkly black one, the first dark color we use in the crease. And just with the same little brush, I'm just going to add that to my lower lash line. The next I'm going to go in with my gel liner, which is Bobbi Brown's Long Wearing Gel Eyeliner in black ink. And I'm just going to use a pointed liner brush like this. I'm going to line my top line with a very thin line, just because the only reason I'm adding this is so I can add some false lashes on top of it. I'm going to go ahead and just curl my eyelashes real quick. And then just add a coat of mascara, which is Maybelline the Falsies mascara. This is only because this is the only one I have. Whatever mascara you want to use, doesn't matter if you're going to apply false lashes. So I'm just going to add a coat of this real quick. Then next I'm going to be applying a pair of false lashes. And today I'm using a pair by NYX, and it's in the number EL117. And they look like this. They're just kind of wispy, kind of baby doll lashes. So I'm going to go ahead and apply these real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now that the eyes are done, I'm going to go ahead and contour real quick. And this is Sephora's bronzer in Bora Bora. I'm just going to apply it with a fluffy angle brush. And I'm just going to add it into the hollows of my cheeks, up into my temples, and then below the chin. And next for blush, I'm going to be taking MAC's Mineralized Blush in Gentle. So it looks like that. I'm just going to apply it with my MAC 187. Last for highlight, I'm going to use Smashbox Soft Lights in Shimmer, and I'm going to apply it with my MAC 188. Just kind of go in a kind of swooping U shape, I guess you can call it. Then down my nose, a little bit on my cupid's bow, and the rest on my chin. Then last for lips, I'm just going to add a lip gloss, and this is one of my favorites, which is Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Gloss in the color Pink Afterglow. So it looks like that. So just because there's so much going on in the eyes, I don't want to apply too much on the lips, but if you want to add a lipstick or anything, that'd be up to you. Alright, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you have any questions or anything, please let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.